Alright, mic check. Looks like we have a signal. I did just put up some of the situation of your show notes, although I'm just going to go from my gallery, because it looks like I may have missed one or two that I didn't put up there with the numerical values of whatever words that I was punching into the calculator. So it would be best for me to just go from my gallery just to make sure I cover it all. But again, feel free, go to the community wall posts and you can, you know, at least see a little something. Give me one moment here, guys. Right, so again, condolences and RIP to the late great pioneer known as Doc Rotten. Real name Joseph Daniel Joel Ellis Stevenson. Although his stage name was, well, yeah, kind of had two stage names, right? Zeph Ellis, and then of course Doc Rotten. Now we're going to look at the interesting parallels between the father of grime, aka Doc Rotten, who just passed about a week and a half back, and one of the other pioneers, critically acclaimed from via the streets, that dubbed him the Godfather of Grime. Of course, I'm talking about Wiley, aka Wiley Cat. If you don't know, go figure. But yeah, man, very unfortunate news. Now, I think he passed on the 8th, but then the news was doing its thing for the 9th of March concerning the passing of Doc Rotten. Just bear with me here. Need to go back on my notes. Give me one sec here. Zipping through a while of slides. Give me a sec here. I had to go and take another screenshot for his I couldn't find the wiki. Of course, I already had Wiley's one. And I know I had his one, but I don't know, I couldn't see it, man. My eyes were just getting bombarded with all these slides, and I just wanted to quickly put up a couple of slides for you guys on the community wall post so I can get going. That's why it actually took me a few more minutes than I would have liked to quickly fire up this transmission. I was ready to go literally straight away. Then I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, hold up. Did I not have this already? Where is this? Anywho, all good. We are in the present, aka the future. So oh my god, let me just get in my mind so it's locked in. So his birthday is 19th of October, or I'll say October 19th. Just remember the 119, right? The zero is just a placeholder. Also, I forgot to do this on my last stream, like I idiot. I forgot to change the banner once I started to do the decode for Nancy Gruel. So excuse me on that. I hate when I do that sometimes, or all the time to be fair. Anywho, now changed, ready to go. So interesting as well. Is it rapper 38? Of course, he did a style of rapping, right? Rapping on Grime Breed, spitting some bars. But anyway, rapper equals 38, I'm pretty sure. And we know death equals 38. Alright, P38. So anywho, just take this note down. He's born October 19th, right? Zero is just a placeholder. Now let me quickly zoom down on my slides. That's not one I had, it was just there. Should stick out like a, kind of like a, oh, there it is right there, bam. Right, so Wiley is born January 19th. So again, we're just looking at two individuals that are in the same field of work type of thing, right? Again, note the numbers that are around them. So again, when I'm pointing out Nancy, again, just because your name might equal 45 doesn't mean you're going to die via knife crime or be the perp or the victim, so to speak, right? But just note the patterns. Very important. And as I say, when they're doing power cuts and all this type of stuff, if you didn't download or take into consideration what the Gematrians from this community have been putting out, well then you ain't been sharing it with nobody, well then that's on you. I've done my bit, the rest of my colleagues, my fellow Gematrians, you know, ladies and men, we've been doing our bit. If Uno ain't being prepared for when they're doing power cuts, they just did a major one in America, Cuba right now. I've just put up the post from Zach, how it connects to, and we've already been showing how these power grid stuff have been connecting to, who's the rap collective? What them called again? Flavor Flav, what them called? Public Enemy. What's the name of their album that came out only a few years ago? Not from 1980, we're talking about a recent one. What you gonna do when the grid goes down? Again, what you gonna do when the grid goes down, yeah? Quickly, last 2 seconds, then we're gonna, you know, go forth with this. Commence with you know, with Dot Rotten and whatnot. Did I not just do Anthony Joshua with his obvious ritual sacrifice with these two friends? The follow-up video, what was the accompanying? We had Nicki Minaj, the raccoon, and don't forget that Erica Kirk, also her family deals with EMPs, electromagnetic pulse, and trying to tell people, oh yeah, man, when the grid goes down, if you ain't been doing your homework, you only know about Charlie Kirk, you ain't been doing your homework or been doing your due diligence to what we've been putting out. Again, you got time for belly bounce. You saying you got time for belly bounce, bouncer. but no time for what we're putting out. Like, we're putting out what you need to know. What are you saying? You like all that passa. I'm not saying again you don't do maybe some good entries, you know, stagnation, stack whatever they're, you know, SPAC nation and whatnot. Oh, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, brilliant. But for when you want to salivate at your mat about people running out from prison, but on the other same, in the same breath, oh, the youth, man, the roads are long, get off the road. Huh? What message are you sending out, belly bounce? Again, shout out to Mr. Stuller. So again, if you ain't been taking heed to what we've been putting out concerning power grids going down, and my point is, if you go to my follow-up video for Anthony Joshua, it's a couple of hours long, I break down the Nigerian power cut. Again, is he not from Nigeria, Anthony Joshua? Or half Nigerian, English, however it goes. You have the car crash, Nigeria. grid equals 29, black 29. They had the power cut on the 29th of December, the same day that he had, remember he walked out with freeway to Jake Paul? Remember he had the freeway, then he had the Nigerian flag, and everybody in England for the most part. I'm like, why is he, if he represents England, why has he got the Nigerian flag? Not realizing the symbolism, wagwan, that's gonna take place a week later. And still don't care, even when shown. Unbelievable. Yo, man, you lot are something else, man. Listen, get a generator, get some solar powered hats, get some extra bottled water in, as I already just said, re-mentioned on the last stream. Your taps, it's all electric. So when they cut off the electric, if you ain't got tap water and it's more than a few days, like, yeah, what are you saying? Remember they did Spain around this time last year coming up. Was it April last year? Spain. Look how they did. And now, as I say, just like C19 in 2020 and a bazillion other things that they do simultaneously, this is all IQ tests. Let's watch how they, scramble. Let's see how they treat each other. Let's see how they try and fight back against the system, if anything. See what they say, see what they do. It's all an IQ test. Just to see how dumb and docile and what state they've got your mind in. Ready to pass a belly bounce, but they ain't each one teach one with the numerology situation with what we show from the Gematrian community. Oh my God. Again, how many people? Oh my God, Anthony Joshua, oh my God. These times they have no idea about the Drake curse, or even if they come across it, or belly bounce, or I've left a message over there. Why isn't this not part of his next entry and or a community wall post and or let me mirror a video from Audio Oracle? This is how you know these type of people are full of shit, taking up the bandwidth and the algorithm. These times I can't even get, how many views and or more subscribers. These times in the blink of an eye, belly bounce has gone from 10,000, 30,000, 100,000, nearly 120,000. In the last over 3 years, I haven't even gone past, I've been in the bracket of 1,000 and something. Basically, you can't get past 2,000. Make that make sense. But obviously it's rhetorical, so let's keep it moving. I'm not here for views and likes in that way anyway. And overall, I'm just doing my bit. Intent of when I talk straight to the universe, so the universe knows what I'm on. Anything else is a bonus, so let's keep it moving. So, Dot Rotten's born when? October 19th, drop the 0. 0 is just a placeholder. When's Wiley born? When's Richard born? Sorry, trying to get my tongue twisted around how he says his next names. Anyway, we'll just stick with Richard, aka Wiley, yeah? He's born January 19th, 119. Go figure. Now, when the news broke, it was on March 9th, right? So we may be looking at both days here, of course, if that does happen. Timing of the news breaks and the timing of the death. Give me one moment here. Again, he dies at age 37. Give me one moment here. Just going through my slides, but not the ones that I just put up on the community wall post. Right. So when the news starts going crazy, look here. Dot equals 39. He dies the day before in Gambia. Gambia 39. Dot rotten. Dot equals 39. Also note, we're gonna get back to this part, but just know dot rotten equals 49. I think we got a 49 coming up and a 131. So just keep that in mind. Definitely the 131. I can't remember if there's a 49, but definitely the. Also, he's known as Terror Child. All right. The day that Dot Rotten died is the 67th day of the year. And also remember, we're going to do a follow-up when I shut this one down in a moment. Transmission, we're going to go live within minutes, and we're going to do a follow-up for the Barbasian Babylon Buckhead Riri, aka Rihanna, and that whole situation with all the extra intel that I've already gathered for that. and all the parallels that are very interesting to go over. So we're going to go over that instantaneously as I shut this one down, yeah? We don't want to miss that dub plate, trust me, because you ain't going to get it from Belly Bounce. Yeah, or Bouncy Castle, and then one another. So, he dies on the 67th day of the year as of, again, International Women's Day, again, but we're not going over that right now. But anyway, 3/8, again, rapper equals 38, death 38, murder 38, RIP, you know, found dead even equals 38. All those type of words, yeah, all those type of terms. When you actually do the numerical value behind the words and or terms, you will find how many that all equal the same shit. It's amazing, very interesting. So boom, he dies on the 67th day, 3/8, and then the news breaks on 3/9, which is the 68th day, yeah? So 67 and 68. Does anybody want to take a wild guess what his other alias, aka name, equates to, which is Terror Child? So Dot Rotten, also he's got another name called Terror Child, which equates to 67 and 68. He's known as a Grime MC. Grime MC equals 68. Again, the news breaks on the 68th day of the year, 3/9. He dies in Gambia the day before. Gambia, 39. Dot Rotten, dot equals 39, yeah? Again, we're not over here just pulling out numbers out of our backside and photoshopping stuff. And again, I didn't put the values of the numbers behind what letter, and I didn't make the Gregorian calendar. You know, I didn't birth these people. I didn't give them their name. So how is this shit always falling in line like this? Obviously, there's a higher power. Yeah, and then these scumbags that know how to work the constraints of the construct and the dynamics in their favor, hence why they made the Gregorian calendar and the English language and other shit to go in their favor. Yeah? So once you understand that, and the amplification of which is spiked, knife crime spiked up, this thing spiked up, madnesses of, I mean, how many reels, you know, how many videos have you seen of the madness in the last so many years? I mean, come on. It is, I mean, the fatigue is fatiguing. And again, it's not black fatigue, Karen fatigue, white fatigue, it's Zombieland Variant fatigue. I don't hear about black fatigue. I see that way too much. And you know, I have to sometimes say, hey, I have to leave a comment and say, hey, I'm putting a little, you know, little asterisks after I write Zombieland Variant fatigue, yeah? Allow all the black, and oh my God, black people, like your people ain't full of shit doing dumb shit as well. Give me a fucking break. It's all colors and creeds doing fatigue, not just black people. Fucking idiot. And as I said, obviously for some people in their slipstream, they may be only seeing certain videos. So they're going to be like, oh my God, it's only black people. Oh my God. Them times, all sorts and uno, your own kind is doing a whole bag of fuckery and mad shit spazzing out. But you are only seeing the aftermath. We're over here noting the root cause, what's causing the aftermath. Get it? But because you don't care and or who you follow don't share what you need to see, and because you're so dumbed down, you don't care even who you are shown. That's the fucking problem. Dumb and docile. You know? So, you know, do your thing. I don't care if you wake up or not. I know I'm doing my bit. So, Joseph Ellis Stevenson. Now, the Ellis Stevenson with Dot Rotten, taking away his middle names. First and last. Again, his last name is Double Barrel, excuse me, before I turn into my man Belly Bounce when he says, what did I hear him say the other day? He said a mad one for validation. And he said, no, the one he said for no fix abode. I said, hold on. Yo, now I'm not wanting to just this somebody we know speech this and speech impediment or whatever the case may be, but fucking hell, Belly Bounce. Holy moly. Yo, fucking hell. Oh, also, if you ain't seen me destroy Belly Bounce and Traplaw Ross, and this is a video that I did recently, a couple of months ago, concerning, and it's all on the, it's video, it's all on the screen, yeah? We watch Traplaw Ross, the culture vulture, clout chasing scumbag from the UK. We watch his buffoonery, his reaction video to the colourful clown 6ix9ine, and then I absolutely destroy him and Belly Bounce as well. If you go on the videos, you'll see that I've added them, mentioned them. You know, you put the at symbol and you at them and all of that. How comes these people are silent? How comes you got all the time for Tiny GB? You got all the time to, you know, regurgitate. Oh, let's go back at Ginger J. I mean, give me a break. Really? Is that what we're doing? I mean, come on, man. And it wasn't even warranted. Man, he does his little comedian skits. Like, come on, man. Come on. Fucking hell, belly bounce. Learn my lifestyle. Oh my goodness. But anyway, you definitely want to catch that one there, yeah? Because it's a dub play. I'll just say one part. 6 months, 9 days from 6ix9ine's birthday, you got it all going down with a home invasion. And he's called 6ix9ine. And allegedly he's got 69 tattoos that says the number 69. Illuminati equals 69. He's born May 8th, Freemasonry 58. It happened on a day with a life lesson of 36 as of November 16th, 2025. That day leaves 45 days of the year, and the day numerology is 27. Daniel equals all three, 27, 45, and 36. Yo, give me a break. Anywho, Joseph Ellis Stevenson, 119. Go figure. And we'll know the significance of the 119 because I already know I'm maybe gonna go over that right now, yeah? When are they born? Remember, Grime MC was 39. Remember the news broke the day after he died? Rid of the Grime MC. Now, father of Grime equals 67. So the day that Doc Rotten dies, I mean, come on, man. It was written. You're just here playing out your role. Literally, just play. It's amazing to me. This is, oh man, multifaceted, amazing. You can't beat this. I'm telling you. You can't beat this part of the puzzle of knowing thyself, know thyself, and a realization of the dynamics, mechanics to the realm, creation. Who's behind this? Yeah, who looking the man in the mirror? Because obviously you are a fractal of the Almighty. Don't ever be one of those people that, oh my God, you're in your infant state. Oh my God, he's coming back any minute. There's going to be a rapture. Or, the other one, you're always facing, praying to one way. Listen, do not put yourself in those type of boxes. Not saying that you can't read what those things may be saying and know in some of those things. And as I always say, philosophize some certain parts of those texts, how you may live your life. But do not go in a flipping coffin, yeah, and box yourself in. Not a good look. If you feel to, that's on you. Each to their own. Again, the thing's exploring itself, and in a simultaneous way on a grand scale, as we pointed out a bazillion times. So do your thing. Don't listen to me. Do what you like. Do what suits you. All right. If that's what you want to do, fantastic. Brilliant. Ooh. Remember I said the 131 for Dot Rotten. Just know, Father of Grime equals 131. I got a dub plate special coming up for that, Father of Grime 131, Dot Rotten 131. I think we got a 49 coming up as well. Zeph Ellis 49, Dot Rotten 49. Hold on, let me go through myself. Ooh! The next slide. Remember, when I come back to go through these slides with you, as I always say here and there, I don't like to fully go over it just before I go live, because I like my reactions to kind of be fresh. You know what I mean? So I ain't gone over this since a week and a half ago. Oh shit! Wow. Zeph Ellis equals 49. Dot Rotten equals 49. Wow. These type of dub plates. Woo. And it's 49 days from Wiley's birthday to when the news broke. And you know what? It works for the day when he died as well, because, of course, if you include the end date, again, it's going to be 1 day less, right? If you go the day before the news broke on March 9th, which will be March 8th, and you include the end date, you'll still get 49. Go figure. And also, the alternative span is 1 month, 19 days. Remember, you got the 119. Remember, Joseph Ellis Stevenson. Was it that one? Yeah, Joseph Ellis Stevenson equals 119. And then you've got Wiley, born on January 19th, 119. And the man himself who just passed, Dot Rotten, Seth Ellis, October 19th, 119. I mean, this is just undeniable. Now watch this. You have 1 month, 19 days. The other alternative span. Well, I kind of just went over that, didn't I? Sorry. I actually just said that, excuse me. So you got the 1 month, 19 days from Wiley's birthday, January 19th, 119, to the news breaking, right? So look at all those 119s. Again, they're born October 19th for Dot Rotten. Wiley's born January 19th, 119. You got 1 month, 19 days from Wiley's birthday to when the news breaks. And what's his name again? Joseph Ellis Stevenson, 119. We went over the 49 just now, right? Quickly say that again. 49 days from Wiley's birthday to the news, or to when he actually died. Either or, this will work. With the 49, again, Dot Rotten 49, Zeph Ellis 49. I'm going with the 39 days, or 39 weeks, excuse me, my bad. This is between their birthdays. It's 39 weeks in the same year. So Wiley, January 19th to October 19th in the same year, is 19 weeks and 0 days. Interesting this year as well. Dot Rotten's birthday has a life lesson of 39. 10 at 19, at 2 at 0, at 2 at 6 equals 39. Why is that important? We've gone over some already. Let's quickly make sure we get them all in. Gambia, 39. Dot equals 39. And then we've got, sure we had, oh, maybe, excuse me, if I misspoke earlier, Grime MC 68, not 39. I might have, maybe about 7 minutes ago I said something. But anywho, remember the day of the year, right? 67th and then the 68th. And then we've got Terror Child, his other name, as I already said. 67 and 68. Grime MC 68. He dies on 3/9. Gambia 39. You've got Grime God 39. And you've got 39 weeks between their birthday. And he's got a life lesson of 39 this year. And again, he dies on March 9th, 39. Seen this? 39 weeks between their birthdays. Wiley, Godfather of Grime, and the father of Grime, who just passed away, Dot Rotten. I mean, wow. Woo! There we go. This is the last slide now. Last slide. All right. Now, if you do it from 1 year to the next, from Dot Rotten's birthday, October 19th, from 1 year into the next, so just a couple of months will pass until January, right? So October 19th to January 19th, 1 year to the next, is 13 weeks and 1 day. What are you saying? Also, his last life lesson for 2025 is 38. Remember, rapper 38, he dies on 3/8. RIP 38, etc. death, cancel, destroy, you know, those type of words. Found dead, 38. Yeah? So 13 weeks and 1 day between their birthdays from 1 year to the next. And dot rotten equals 131, like 13 weeks and 1 day. And you've got Father of Grime, 13 weeks and 1 day. You see? All right, catch you on the rebound. Wholeness.